What's up, Red Wings fans? Welcome inside Little Caesars Arena for another edition of the Forecheck presented by PointsBet. I'm your host, Daniella Bruce, alongside the radio voice of the Detroit Red Wings, Kal. Ken, we're back here tonight for another matchup against the Minnesota Wild. This is going to be a big one for the Red Wings as they head out on a long 4-game road trip after this.
Yeah, it really was a disappointing loss, that last game against the Arizona Coyotes. And the fans really didn't have a lot to cheer about. I guess they only had to cheer about the goal by Vrana, who came back after missing 50-some-odd games with that shoulder injury. But hopefully the Red Wings got the message yesterday at practice. There's a game tonight against a very solid team in the Minnesota Wild.
And let's take a look at that goal that Jacob Vrana scored in yesterday's game. It came in the second period. The Red Wings, unfortunately, down 6-1 at this point. But on the power play, Michael Rasmussen and Filip Zadina going after a loose puck. But Vrana picks it up and just turns and shoots, and it's in the back of the net, Ken.
Perfect goal scorer right there, and he gets that puck away so quickly, Daniella. It's off a skate and then bang into the top part of the net. That was a beautiful goal by Vrana, and hopefully he'll have many of those in the last 24 games of the season for Detroit.
You mentioned that may have been the only thing for Red Wings fans to cheer about that were in attendance on Tuesday night, but it's a good sign that he's getting back in there. Looks like he felt pretty comfortable.
I was a little worried about that celebration. I hope he didn't blow out his shoulder, because that was a pretty good celly by Mr. Vrana right there. But, you know, he's a goal scorer, he's a sniper, and he's just happy to be back with the team, and the Wings are happy to have him.
Yeah, he played 15 minutes and 44 seconds in his season debut on Tuesday. Looking forward to what he's going to bring to this team the rest of the season. Ken, as we mentioned, not a great game for the Red Wings, and it is what it is. Perhaps one of the worst performances that we've seen out of this team this season. What has to change?
Well, overall defensively, the Red Wings have to play a little bit tighter, Daniella, and the Red Wings have allowed 40-some-odd goals in their last 5 or 6 games. They're averaging 5.61 goals per game allowed, and you just can't win the National Hockey League. So it all starts with the goalkeeping. Goaltenders have to make saves. Defensemen have to clear rebounds. And I thought for most of the game, Nedeljkovic did make the saves, but the defensemen didn't clear the pucks and the rebounds. And everybody's got to work together. You got to work as a 5-man unit. They have to support the puck, something that they didn't do. And more importantly, just play in the offensive zone more.
It was an interesting situation for Alex Nedeljkovic and Thomas Greiss for the second time in 2 weeks. Nedeljkovic started, was pulled, Thomas Greiss went in, and then he was pulled. So, you know, they're probably feeling it a little bit too. They've got to be down, and hopefully they can gain their confidence tonight. We expect it's going to be Nedeljkovic.
Well, that's the thing. You got to play with confidence. And again, what you have to do is just get back to the basics. And it's all about hard work and effort and getting engaged early in the hockey game. And when you think back, Colorado came in here, Toronto came in here, and even Arizona last game, and they all scored early goals. And the Red Wings were playing behind the 8 ball right off the bat. So you have to go out there and get engaged. And I've always said it, this Red Wing team under Jeff Blashill, when they're physical and they get involved early in the hockey game, good things are about to happen. And that's what they need to do tonight. Come out strong, play physical, get involved early in the game against Minnesota.
Well, Ken, the beauty of the NHL is that the Red Wings being they have to have a short memory, right? They have to come out strong tonight. Here's what Coach Blashill said this morning about getting back on track tonight at home.
Well, when you've gone through 2 tough losses the way we've gone through, I think it's important to get back on track, period. And obviously, you know, as we talked about, rightfully so, our fans weren't very happy with the performance of the last game. And you know, I think it's been something that we've done a really good job of through most part of this year of playing very, very well at home for large stretches of it. Even when we haven't won, I thought there was, you know, stretches we played real well. We have to get back to that. I think this building is a momentum building when you're playing really good hockey, and it can give you a huge advantage. And so we got to make sure that we start great. We got to make sure when it doesn't go our way that we're handle those lows, and that's one thing we haven't done a good enough job of. And certainly, you know, when you've had a couple tough games, you got to get your confidence and your swagger and your mojo back. We need all those.
Ken, Coach Blashill says his team needs to get their swagger back, their mojo back, and we mentioned that Minnesota will be in town tonight. It's a tough opponent, another tough opponent for the Red Wings. Their schedule has been rough, and Minnesota is coming off of a victory on Tuesday, 5-2 over the New York Rangers. Now, the one thing about Minnesota is that they have only won 3 of their past 11 games. They got off to a hot start, but right now might be a good time for the Red Wings to capitalize.
Yeah, one of those teams that are better at home than on the road. But, Daniella, this is a team that can score. They're ranked 3rd in the National Hockey League as far as putting the puck in the net. They have 208 goals scored on the season, so you got to be careful about that. they're a fast team. That's one of the things that I've noticed the last time the Red Wings lost 7-4 in Minnesota is they can really move the puck. They've got 3 solid lines. Their D-core is pretty strong back there, can also move the puck, and they're getting some great solid goalkeeping from Talbot especially. So they're a strong team. They're going to be out here, and they want a chance to get back to the winning column after a really good win against the New York Rangers too.
Yeah, Ken, you mentioned that they can put the puck in the back of the net. Let's take a look at their top scorers. You have Kirill Kaprizov, of course, who's putting together a great season with 71 points in 58 games. Mats Zuccarello, and then Kevin Fiala. He's coming off a 2-goal game on Tuesday, and he has 51 points on the season.
And keep in mind, Joel Eriksson-Ek is another strong performer up front. He can put the biscuit in the basket as well. Zuccarello, it was really good with the New York Rangers in his day there. He's helped out the Minnesota Wild. Fiala's just been tough as nails out there, and 3 game-winning goals, 20 goals on the season, and he's been really an offensive juggernaut for the Minnesota Wild this season.
And the Red Wings need to get their goaltending back on track. As we mentioned earlier, we expect that Alex Nedeljkovic will get the nod tonight, and Cam Talbot will be in net for the Minnesota Wild. So taking a look at the goaltending matchups, Alex Nedeljkovic is 15, 17, and 5 on the season, and Cam Talbot is 21, 12, and 1. But as you mentioned, it's been solid goaltending for the Wild this season.
And Talbot has never been drafted, so he came into the National Hockey League. Nobody really wanted him, and here he is, 34 years old, and found a home in Minnesota right now, and he's been playing really, really solid for the Minnesota Wild. Allowed 2 goals on 25 shots in that last victory over the New York Rangers.
So, Ken, I know we've talked about this a little bit already. It's super important for the Red Wings to get back on track tonight. What is your number one key to the game for the Red Wings tonight?
Well, they got to play better defensively, and it's going to be a tough task because we mentioned that the Minnesota Wild like to push the puck north. They don't like to play in their own zone, and obviously what Jeff Blashill was talking about is playing more in the offensive zone. It's going to be a task tonight, but it's not to say that the Red Wings can't do it. We've seen on occasion a time this year where the Red Wings can force good teams to play in their own zone, so that's the key right there. And also clearing out the front of the net.
Yeah.
Allow your goaltender to see the first shot. If there's a rebound in front, clear the rebound or clear the man out in front, and that'll help out big time.
Well, maybe tonight, Ken, the Force will be with the Red Wings, right? It's Star Wars night here at Little Caesars Arena. So, hey, that could bring some good luck.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you like it?
I like
you
it.
Like
yeah.
it? I'm learning from you. I get all my puns from you.
There you go.
And I'm going to be dressed up. That's why I'm a little dressed down right now. You guys were joking with me that I dressed like Art Regner today for the Forecheck, but, hey, we match.
I'm looking for the lifesaver. Where is it?
I'm going to have a
You're gonna have a
lightsaber later. Yep, yeah. Lightsaber, Ken.
Lightsaber, not a lifesaver. Okay.
Lifesaver is the mint.
I've never seen a Star Wars movie.
Oh,
I'm
man.
telling you.
Wait, what was the last Christmas movie you told me that you have never watched? Oh, A Christmas Story.
Yeah, Christmas Story. Yeah, never seen that either.
We've got to get Ken on the movie train. On these road trips, we're going to get you watching movies.
That's right.
All right, Ken. Well, everybody, I hope you're headed down to Little Caesars Arena tonight for the game. It is going to be on ESPN Plus and Hulu tonight. And, of course, all of you that have not downloaded the PointsBet app, make sure you do that now. They have so many different things to offer. The Red Wings are a +1.5 headed into tonight's matchup with the Wild. Over-under is set at 6.5, and it's time to elevate your betting game. PointsBet has a new exclusive feature, live same-game parlays for the NBA. Instantly build the perfect live same-game parlay throughout the game. Once the game starts, don't just bet, live your bet life. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of the Forecheck presented by PointsBet. We'll see you next time.
Okay, the